Hello, good evening. Right at 9:30 on the dot, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump on and just make sure I have everything all prepared for you, all my ducks in a row. If anybody is currently out there, or Kia Babies team, if you are logged on, just as soon as you can, just give me a shout, letting me know that everything looks and sounds okay. And I am obviously going to allow a little time. Hello, Irene. Perfect. So everything looks good on your end. I'm just going to make sure I kind of have everything set up here, all ready to go. Give people obviously a few minutes to jump on, to find us, get settled in, all of that. And yeah, Yay for no technical difficulties in 2022. All right. One of my New Year's resolutions I've decided is going to be to participate a little more in the chat. I think I'm actually going to try to like type a little bit on the chat log. Um, yeah, it's one thing I'm going to work on, I think. And then the other thing is I'm going to try to ramble a little bit less. So like you guys have to like help hold me accountable for that, but we're going to see how that one goes. Hey, Haley. So good to see you guys after our little break. It was a really nice little kind of breather, a little bit of downtime. For my family, anyway, we were able to stay local over the holidays, so that was really nice. All right, looks like we've got some more friends joining us. Hello, Liz. Hello, Kai. So good to see you guys tonight. I'm glad you found us on a Tuesday. Previously, we have been doing these every Wednesday, but that's kind of going to be changing up a little bit. Of course, if you guys are already here, you're going to hear a lot of this a few times throughout the live stream. Just I want everybody to know and not miss anything. But in case you have tuned in with us in the past and you are used to our Wednesday night time slot at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time or 9:30 Eastern, this week we moved to Tuesday just to kind of change things up, experiment a little bit, see if we kind of attract a different crowd. We're doing Tuesday this time around just because we just came out of the holiday and we feel like people are just kind of finding their groove again, getting back to work, maybe just getting back into town if you traveled over the holiday. So we didn't want to kick off on a Monday. But moving forward after this week, very important, we will be moving this live stream to Monday nights, same time. So that's 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, or 9:30 if you are in Eastern time zone like I am. So the time is not going to change, but the day is going to change. So welcome all you Tuesday folks. So glad you're here. So glad you found us. Hello, Kat. Very, very excited to see so many of you jumping on our new night. Kai, congratulations. Baby boy, due any day now. But due date is 1/29. Are you hoping he comes before then? Are you like ready? Hoping it's a little bit early? I know that's how I felt with my daughter. As soon as I kind of hit that 37 weeks, I want to say, I was like, okay, girl, anytime. I'm ready for you. That's so exciting though. Congratulations. Hello, Adrienne. So happy to have you with us. So yeah, tonight we are going to be chatting about, well, sort of New Year's resolutions. Obviously, we're going to be talking about Kia Babies products that I think are going to be really, really beneficial to the mamas out there. Now, ordinarily, these streams are very inclusive of both the dads out there and the moms, but a lot of the products, or all of the products really, that we're talking about tonight are really focused on self-care for either an expecting mom who needs to, take care of her pregnant body and all that it's going through, or for the postpartum body. So happy if we have any dads out there joining us. Make sure you take notes. But these products are going to be more geared towards the ladies tonight, to the mamas out there. And yeah, the theme is kind of New Year, New You. And we're going to just be talking about ways that we can just kind of better be taking care of ourselves in the new year, no matter where we are kind of in our parenthood journey. So really excited about that. As always, if you've joined us before, I kind of do kind of a slow start, just making sure that all of my ducks are in a row, chatting with you guys, welcoming you on before we actually dive into it, just to, give as many people a chance to find us as possible, especially since we are on a different night. Elise, hello. Of course, we have a fun giveaway tonight. It is actually going to be the 3-in-1 postpartum recovery belt, which is the first item we're going to talk about tonight. And it is just an absolute lifesaver if you are newly postpartum, or if you plan to be newly postpartum at some point. Definitely want to get your hands on this. It also makes a great gift for any mom in your life that is about to be in that kind of phase of life. And the one we're giving away is this pretty blush color right here. So yeah, again, we'll go into detail about the belt in just a little bit, as soon as we kind of get through some housekeeping stuff and all of that. So yes. Likita, hello, welcome back. So good to see you again. Let's see. Oh, Kai, you think he's going to come late. Okay, you're feeling February 2nd. That's funny, because with my daughter, I also had like a very specific date in mind that just kind of spoke to me, and I told it to everyone. Everyone was like, that's very specific and it's not your due date. So where did you come up with that? And I was like, I don't know. I just feel like she's speaking to me. And then I ended up being wrong. So apparently she wasn't speaking to me, but that's funny that you have a very specific date in your mind. Well, however it goes, whether he comes sooner or later, congratulations. It's very exciting, and I hope everything goes so smoothly for you. And you will actually benefit a lot from hearing about some of the products that we're going to talk about tonight, because you're like in that perfect sort of phase of life for it all. Yes, Elise, the Sleek diaper bag. Is that the one you're talking about? The vegan leather bag? Oh, it's chef's kiss. That is my favorite, both travel bag for my daughter, who is now 16 months old, and diaper bag. Like, I've even occasionally used it as a laptop bag when I've like left my house to get some work done and stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful bag. Okay, hello, everyone. So exciting to see some familiar names, to see some new names. I'm really happy to be hanging out with you guys. I said this right at the beginning, so sorry that you're going to hear this a few times, but just so everyone knows and remembers, if you have tuned in with us in the past, you know that we usually do these lives on Wednesday nights. We've moved this week to, obviously this is Tuesday, and I'm so happy you all found us. But that was just to kind of ease in back into it after the holiday. We didn't know if you guys would still be traveling or what you would have going on. But after tonight, moving forward, we are going to hang out every Monday night. So everybody write that down or put it in your phone or your brains. Monday night from now on, starting next week, same time though. So 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I really, really hope that you guys, if you've been with us in the past, that you keep hanging out, keep joining us, find us on Mondays, and maybe we'll even meet some new friends with a change of day. we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've kind of just been chatting and easing in for the first 10 minutes. That's just to allow as many of you as possible to kind of get settled in, to allow people to find us. So let's go ahead and get to some of the housekeeping stuff. We'll talk about the giveaway item, and then we will jump into the actual products. So first things first. If you are not already following us here on Amazon Live, yes, I finally figured out my mirrored screen. I'm not screwing it up anymore. Okay. Please go ahead and give us a follow here. So 2 reasons for that. We always do a giveaway. We have one going tonight, and following us on Amazon Live makes you eligible for those giveaways. So the second reason you want to follow us is so that you will get notified every time we go live with one of these streams. So you'll never miss it. You'll never miss a new product launch, the discounts, the giveaway items, and just the fun that we all have sort of hanging out together and really being each other's kind of parenting community. So I look forward to this every week, and hopefully those of you that keep coming back, tuning back in, feel the same way. So yeah, we would just love to have you join us. And the easiest way to just keep up with what we're doing is to follow us here on Amazon Live. Now, if you would like to help us grow, or you would like to share us with family members or friends that you think would benefit from knowing about the Kia Babies brand, from knowing about these products, or that you think would just kind of enjoy the vibe here, please like and share this live stream, because that helps us grow. So those 2 things, let's talk about what we have going on tonight. So everything that we're going to talk about is 10% off. So if you shop tonight within 1 hour of the end of this live stream, or of course anytime during it, you will not be paying full price for these items that we are going to see tonight. You will be getting 10% off, which is amazing. Thank you, Kia Babies, for doing that. I'm so excited to be able to bring you guys these discounts. So please definitely take advantage of that. Because the discount is, as always, a thank you for tuning into our live streams and hanging out with us and supporting the brand. The discount does expire, so just make sure that you have carded out and you are done shopping within 1 hour of the end of this live stream. And these tend to run about an hour, sometimes an hour and 5. I said when I first logged on that one of my New Year's resolutions is to try to keep the rambling to a minimum. I get super jazzed when I'm talking about these products, because they're all products I actually use and enjoy in my everyday life. And like, this is one of my only opportunities during the week to talk to other grownups. So you guys know that I tend to get really chatty with you all, and sometimes we run a little bit over, but pretty much these live streams should last about an hour. So just make sure that you take that time to do your shopping, or of course you have 1 additional hour after the end. But that 10% off will eventually expire. You don't have to do anything special. Don't enter any special codes or anything like that. It's a really streamlined, easy shopping experience. All you have to do to take advantage of the discount is shop. So just add the items that you're interested in to your cart, and when you check out, the 10% off will just automatically come off of your total. So that's how that works. Of course, if you have any questions or any issues at any time, just drop that in the chat, because I'm here, but the Kia Babies team is also on, kind of fielding all of your questions, and they are there to help you. Yeah, so that's the discount. Let's talk about the giveaway. So in addition to the discount, we of course want to give you free stuff, right? So we have a super fun giveaway running tonight of actually a really nice item. I'm really excited to be giving one of these away, because if I had had this when I was immediately postpartum with my daughter, it would have been an absolute lifesaver. So I'm definitely holding on to this for if and when baby number 2 comes along. And I can't wait to talk to you about it tonight. But the giveaway item is the 3-in-1 postpartum support belt. So here it is in the box, and we're going to pull it out and take a look at it, talk about it in some detail, talk about why it's so fantastic. The color that we're giving away tonight is this that I already have unboxed here. It is the blush pink. It's a really just lovely color. So yeah, if you would like to get your hands on one of these, either for yourself or if you want to give it as a gift, it makes an incredible gift for a mom that's newly postpartum that may be in your life. If you are interested in that, make sure you're following us here so that you're eligible. And then all you have to do to enter the giveaway is talk to us in the chat. Just simply make your presence known, which many of you have already done. Say hello, tell us your name, just share something with us about your day. And in the last 10 minutes or so of this live stream, the Kia Babies team will randomly select a winner from the chat log. So as long as you are chatting and participating and you are following us here on Amazon Live, you are eligible for this giveaway. So again, because it's a thank you for hanging out, it does mean you have to stay until the end because we will cover all of these products that we're going to talk about tonight first, and then we'll do the giveaway. Hopefully you were planning to hang out the entire time anyway, just because we're having so much fun together, right? So hopefully that was your plan all along. So that's the giveaway. And then, as always, if you are not currently following us on the other social media platforms, but social media is your thing, you've got an Instagram, you've got a Facebook, a Pinterest, or YouTube, and you're into that, we are on all of the major platforms. I especially love our Facebook and our Instagram. On Facebook, we have the Kia community, which is basically just the people that you meet and chat with in these live streams, but just they're always available at your fingertips whenever you happen to be on Facebook, right? It's the same kind of support, chatting, questions, just community building. Absolutely love it. It's also moderated by the Kia Babies team. So if you have specific product questions or you need help with anything or advice about anything, they're always available there on that Facebook group as well. So check that out. If Instagram is more your thing, I'm Insta obsessed. Please follow us there. We're just at Kia Babies. Lots of fun stuff going on over there. Very similar kind of community building that we've done. We're always sharing your stories to our stories, sharing your photos, your experiences with the product. We would love to make you and your Kia Babies products Insta famous. So when you buy a Kia Babies product and you use it out in the wild, please take a picture, take a video, make a reel, and share it with us. We love, love, love that. And of course, we have different giveaways going on over there as well. And we actually have something super fun right now that I've been playing with all day. If you need some ideas for your New Year's resolution that is geared specifically towards moms, Kia Babies has a filter right now. So if you go to @Kia Babies page, underneath the highlights, you'll just see the little kind of stars icon is what it looks like. Click on that and it will open up your stories, and then you can just play around with that filter. It's super fun. So please check that out. Yeah, and again, there's YouTube and Pinterest as well. I don't want to leave those guys out, but my two favorites are Facebook and Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time. So yes, please check us out there as well. And let me see. Just going to take a quick look at the chat again. CW, welcome back and congratulations. Your little girl decided to come early. I hope it wasn't too early. I hope everything worked out just beautifully. But we are so happy to have you back. And maybe the 3-in-1 postpartum belt is going to be right up your alley too. So yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about the postpartum belt, because I think we're probably at a good point here. So happy to see all of you tuned in, and don't forget, if at any time you have a question about anything or anything like that, just drop it in the chat. And of course, I will be kind of chatting and showing you how to use the product. So I will try my best to keep an eye on the chat log, but the Kia Babies team is also here. Okay, so the postpartum support belt, 3-in-1. Why is it called a 3-in-1? Well, because it's actually 3 separate belts that you can wear as 3 separate pieces, depending on what you need, or you can layer them together so that you basically have almost full body support for your healing postpartum body. So I said this before, that if I had my hands on this when I was immediately postpartum with my daughter Sophia, who's now 16 months old, 16 months old. Yes. It's like the time is just passing so fast. It's hard to keep up with how old she is anymore. She is 16 months old. I had a really tough time with my body postpartum for a few reasons. A lot of kind of body image, self image stuff, just because my body looked very different than what I was used to. I feel like that's pretty relatable. If ladies are also going through some of that as well or have gone through it. I remember feeling like I really wanted to get my body back in shape. I didn't feel like I was in a super hurry to do that, nor did I feel like a pressure to get back in shape. It was more like my world and my life and my routine had been so turned upside down and was just like so unrecognizable to me that it was like I feel like if I get back to my pre-pregnancy body, or as close to it as I can possibly get, it'll be just like one recognizable thing, kind of like a comfort thing to me again. I will look in the mirror and see what I'm used to seeing, and will maybe start to feel like myself a little bit more again too. So if you're feeling any of that, experiencing any of that, the postpartum belt is going to help with some of that kind of shrinking the uterus back to size, moving it back into its proper location inside the body, which is going to help kind of shrink that tummy a little bit, and pull all of that back in nice and tight. But not just that, more importantly, I had the worst back pain of my life when I was in that kind of first 4, 5, even 6 weeks postpartum with my daughter. I have a little bit of scoliosis, so I think that played a part in it. It just means my spine is not perfectly straight. There's a little bit of a curve. But also, I mean, pregnancy and birth itself just takes such a toll on all of the ligaments, the joints that are supporting the pelvis, supporting the spine, your ab muscles. Everything is just kind of stretched to its absolute max capacity, and moved out of its normal location. Different muscle groups who have never had to like support your spine before now are suddenly overcompensating. It's just a mess. We secrete this hormone called relaxin, which sounds like a joke, but that's actually its name, relaxin. And what it does is actually relax the ligaments all around your pelvis so that your pelvis can open during childbirth to, allow baby to come through the birth canal. That stays in your system for, a while postpartum. And so everything can kind of still feel stretched out and sort of loosey goosey, which means that your pelvis, your hips, your lower back, and all that are not optimally supported immediately after having a baby. All of that stuff has to kind of come back together and heal and become solid again. Getting there can be really, really painful. So number one thing that is at the top of my list to remember for if or when I have baby number 2 is that a postpartum support belt is going to be an absolute must for me. And Kia Babies makes an incredible one. And I say that for a few reasons. So first of all, just the material is super high quality. It's premium mesh. I will show it to you up close in just a second. We'll actually take this one out of the box so that I can show you kind of how to wear it and all of that stuff. It's super easy to take care of. It's machine washable. That's really important. If it's something that I have to dry clean or spot clean or can only wash by hand, I've just had a baby. I probably don't have the time, energy, or inclination for that. So I love that the care is super easy and it's really easy to put on and take off. It's not like you have to have a degree in rocket science to figure it out. So just a few of the reasons that I love it. So let's actually open it up and take a look. Remember that the one we are giving away for free tonight is this blush pink color. But the one I'm going to show you is actually called our Classic Ivory. And it's kind of a nice tan color, very neutral. So let's open it up. Now, the way this comes when it's brand new from Kia Babies is much more nicely packed than this. This is kind of my little repacking effort so that I could show you just what the box looks like when you order, so that I could display that nicely for you. So here's our Classic Ivory. And I just realized that the one that I pulled out tonight is the extra large. And I'll talk about the sizes just so no one is confused. The only reason I mention that is when I stand up to show you how to put this on and how to wear it, this is going to be a little big on me. So just keep that in mind as I'm kind of adjusting the size and all of that. So what you will see if you are browsing the carousel down below is that we've got a one size and then an extra large. And that can be a little bit confusing. So let me explain. The one size is going to be kind of your one size fits all if you are a standard clothing size. So anything from your small, your medium, your large, or even your extra large in standard size clothes. Now, if you are a plus size mama, even when you are not pregnant, this is your, normal size body when you're not expecting a baby. If you shop plus size, the extra large, think of that as our plus size version. So again, it's going to be a one size fits all, but for that plus size range. So one size is going to fit, small, medium, large, even extra large in a standard clothing size. And our extra large is for our plus size mamas. So that's the way I want you to think of that. If you have any questions about that, please drop them in the chat. Okay, so let's actually get to the three different components here because it is a 3-in-1 belt. So you've got a belly band. So that's this one right here. And again, I'm going to show you how to wear all of these. And let me just give you a close up of this nice ivory color. See, just really nice and neutral, a nice beige tan. God, this is so soft. So this is going to be so super comfortable. But the belly band is essentially going to support the postpartum belly, just as you would imagine, since it is called the belly belt. And it is going to kind of help pull the tummy in, help kind of hold that loose skin in place so that that can all heal and regenerate, and just kind of pull everything from the tummy in. So that's your tummy support belt. Then you've got a waist belt. And now this one, so we're calling it a waist belt because it does go around like your true waist is the reason for that. But really what this one is focused on is supporting your lower back. So this one has just a little bit more structure to it. And again, it's going to support the lower back. It's going to help with back pain, back aches, that kind of stuff. And it has this extra tightening belt, which I will go over, but that's what I have my fingers looped in right now. So you can get a good adjustment that is super comfortable for your individual body. And then you've got a pelvic support belt, which is going to go around the pelvic area. It's this one that kind of looks like the WWE wrestling belt. So this one goes around your pelvis. It also has a separate tightening belt so you can get it, what feels comfortable to you. And this one is going to help kind of realign your hips post childbirth and sort of hold them in their correct location and position so that all of that can kind of start to come back together and heal. Because, I also had really bad hip pain when I was immediately postpartum. So let's actually put them on one by one. What you'll want to do is wash this when you first receive it before you wear it for the first time. If you are a C-section mama, wishing you a speedy and beautiful recovery, but you are going to want to actually talk to your OBGYN about the safety of wearing a postpartum support belt, just because you have the stitches and the sutures and that kind of thing before you wear one. So please, seek their advice about where you are kind of in your surgical healing before you wear this. But otherwise, these are perfectly safe. I know it was something that was highly recommended to me by my orthopedist that I should wear one of these postpartum, and I wish that I had. Now, what you want to do is, I have a tank top underneath this. This is going to be probably the most comfortable way to wear it, is with a fairly form-fitting, comfortable, soft, something you enjoy having on your body, tank top underneath. You don't want to wear this on bare skin, just because, it's got the Velcro and all of that. That may not be optimally comfortable, and you don't want to sleep in this. So this is really just for daytime use. So what we're going to do is find this tag for the Velcro. It's on the outside. So this is your belly band. So you can either lie down. Of course, if I lie down, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. But you can lie down on the ground with your knees kind of tucked up. You're going to suck in. Place this around the belly. And you want to make sure you're sucking in because the whole point of this is that you want it to hold everything in the belly area in nice and tight. It's going to help your ab muscles kind of come back together and heal. We have got our waist belt. Let me just find the outside here. So this, a good rule of thumb for the belly band is kind of find right underneath your breasts is where you want this kind of top edge to hit. And then the waist support belt is going to go at true waist. So kind of find your navel and try to attach alongside there. And then you have these tightening straps. And the way that you would use that is, of course, you want this nice and snug because that's the point, to offer good support and have a nice structure. So you want to pull that nice and tight. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. You should still be able to move. You should still be able to breathe, but it needs to feel like it's really holding you in. Basically, think of this as like the world's most comfortable back brace, right? Because that's essentially what it is. And then we've got our pelvic belt. And that's going to go along the pelvis, of course. So find that pelvic bone, and then remember this is not going to fit me perfectly because I pulled out the extra large. So I'm wearing a plus size in case it looks a little odd. I'm going to tighten that as much as I can so that I have some good support. And boom. So I do want to point something out to you. When I'm not wearing this, let me see if I can do it. My posture, I have this thing where I kind of over flex here in the lower back and hips. So I kind of make like a C shape when really everything should be pulled in nice and tight and straight. This actually causes me a lot of back and hip pain just in normal life, but most definitely it did when I was postpartum. So wearing something like this that kind of just pulls everything in and holds it where it's supposed to be, but that is nice and soft and comfortable and something I can move in and will actually wear, it's just game changing. So, you know, even if you are not immediately postpartum, maybe you have a baby that's even like 5, 6, 7 months old, but you're kind of experiencing problems with your posture, some back pain, some hip pain that may not even be related to just having a baby, but now actually like carrying your baby around all the time, breastfeeding, you know, the positions that you have to stay in, that kind of thing. This is still going to be a really, really great tool for you. And so something worth investing in. So this is the 3-in-1 postpartum support belt. Absolute lifesaver. I can't say it enough. So if you are in that season of your life and you think this would be useful to you, this is your chance to shop, 10% off tonight. I also want to say that this just makes a really, really nice gift for a mom-to-be that maybe isn't aware that something like this even exists, isn't aware that this is going to be something that she's probably going to wish that she had. So it could be a really thoughtful and useful gift. So yeah. The 3-in-1 postpartum support belt. And if you would like one for free tonight, it is our giveaway item. And we are giving away, here I clipped this so it would stay in place so you could see it. It's this nice, pretty blush pink color here. So make sure you get your hands on that. All righty. So moving on. We are going to talk about the 2-in-1 maternity belt. So this one is going to be for my expecting mamas. And let me just pull that out for you. And this one, we're actually going to unbox together, just because I got sent 2 of them, which is always great. So there's one that I can pull out and kind of wear and get used to and, you know, actually experience before I talk about it. And then there's one that is still like all nicely packaged that I can share with all of you. And I really, really love the inserts that come with these belts, just because Kia Babies is always really good about including a very detailed instruction manual with these types of things. They want to make sure that you feel really comfortable putting these on, taking these off, that you understand what they do and how to use them properly and safely and comfortably. So I just really love that. And so I wanted you guys to see what actually comes in the box when you order this. So this is the Nurture Maternity Support Belt for pregnancy. So again, this is going to be for our expecting mamas. And this is a 2-in-1 belt. So like the previous one had 3 components to it. This one has 2. And I love, love, love this because this is something else I greatly would have benefited from when I was expecting my daughter. That I did not have. So this is something else that will be kind of a part of my repertoire of stuff if I have a second baby. So my back and hip pain during pregnancy probably started in my 2nd trimester. It was like the best of times and the worst of times. The best of times because I was finally over my morning sickness, which had been debilitating during my 1st trimester. So I was starting to feel better. I was also starting to look visibly pregnant, which because it was a first baby, I was excited about that. And, also it was fun to kind of have coworkers, start noticing and people being excited for you and that kind of thing. So loved that about my 2nd trimester, but because I was growing and getting bigger and heavier and, things were starting to change in my body, that's when my back and hip pain during pregnancy started. And I had something called round ligament pain, which if you've never experienced that, or you're not familiar with it, essentially the ligaments that kind of hold our pelvis in place, right? And are kind of intricately connected to our abdominal muscles, which of course help not just hold in kind of our bellies, but also help support our pelvis. Because that belly is stretching and expanding and those ligaments are having to like stretch with that and support more and more weight, they start to get really, really tired and aggravated and irritated. And so you get these really sharp, scary feeling, shooting, stabbing pains when you sometimes sit or move from a sitting position or turn a certain way. I remember getting on and off the toilet was like really, really nerve-wracking there for a while when I was having the really bad round ligament pain, because that's when it would be its worst, when I was kind of going from that position to then standing up again. And it really would almost like bring me to my knees. It was really scary. I remember calling my OBGYN's office a couple of times being like, can you please just reassure me that this sounds like whatever you're calling round ligament pain and that it's fine, like I'm not dying, like nothing terrible is happening, because it can be really, really painful. So all of that to say, the reason I love this 2-in-1 belt is because not only are you getting good belly support, which is kind of alleviating some of that just general heaviness that you start to feel when you're carrying that big belly around. It also comes with a pelvic support belt, which is going to help tremendously with round ligament pain and pelvic floor pain and all of that. So it really is a 1-2 punch that I think is just really, really great and would be really helpful during pregnancy. So again, same thing with the sizes that I talked about with the last belt, the postpartum belt. So if you see a 1 size, that's going to be your 1 size fits all standard clothing sizes. And then your extra large is still a 1 size fits all, but the range is going to be for our plus size mamas. So you're either going to fit into the 1 size or you're going to fit into the extra large. And you will know how to gauge that for yourself. So here we go. Let's look at it. I love this classic ivory color, which I think is the only color we have in this one. So this is your belly support. And then this is kind of a 2-in-1. This is going to support your lower back, your hips, and your pelvic. So this is kind of doing 3 different jobs, and I'll put it on for you and talk a little bit more about it. Again, even though I'm using the 1 size in this, this is still not going to fit exactly perfectly just because it's meant to go on a pregnant belly, which I don't currently have. But we'll talk through it. So I did just want to show you this because I think it's just such a great touch, and I love that Kia Babies included it. And I won't spend a lot of time on it, but it is not just your instruction manual, which I feel like is important, um, just so you know exactly how to use this and you don't feel uncomfortable trying to figure it out. It really is so detailed. It makes it so easy. Not only do they have it written out in words exactly step by step, but it shows you how to tell if you've got it pointed in the right direction, how to tell what should be on the outside, what should be on the inside, and then it has the detailed pictures of the steps of how to apply it. So super easy. But I just love this because it's an entire guide to self-care during pregnancy, your recommended foods that you should be eating, how to take care of your support belt, information about the support belt. There's your instructions, and then just this whole kind of backstory about the Kia Babies brand itself. It tells you about the warranty that comes with all of their products, how to find us on social, and all of that. And then just like these really sweet words of encouragement about what you're about to embark on all throughout. So just such a really great piece of branding that Kia Babies has included there. I just love how thoughtful and conscientious and honestly really just loving they are as a brand. They just care so much about the Kia community, and really care about your pregnancy and your parenting journey. So I just wanted to throw that out. Not trying to be sappy, but okay. So I've got that, and then let me just make sure I have the other piece here because I'm going to talk about that separately. Okay. So what we will apply first is going to be our belly support band. And of course, I showed you the very detailed diagram, but the way that you kind of know you have it in the right position is that it should look like, I say it looks like an eye mask. If you kind of get what I'm talking about, like these things that you sleep in. So if it looks like that, then you have it right side up, and that's the way that it should go on your body. But let me just double check that. Yeah, okay. So let's put this baby on. I'm almost like feeling a little bit nostalgic now for my pregnant belly and my pregnant body now that I'm talking about all this and putting all this stuff on. I'm like, maybe I am ready to do this again. But basically what you will do is you will just apply it here to the lower belly. Now imagine that I've got a bump, right? So I'm kind of going to position it under that bump just where I need a little bit of support and a little bit of lift to kind of help alleviate some of that extra weight. And then I'm going to use, daisy. The Velcro should obviously be on the inside. I'm going to tighten it to what feels comfortable to me. Okay, so that's supporting my pregnant belly, right? And then the real heavy lifter is going to be this guy. And so you'll just look for your little Kia Babies tag, just like you would a shirt, to know that you've got the inside is correct. So this is going to go over the top of that. Pull it nice and tight so that it's comfortable, so that you feel like you are getting support in the low back. Oh God, that feels so good on my low back, and I'm not even pregnant. I don't even have a heavy belly. It's kind of got this boning, this nice structure here. You want to feel that really kind of reaching in and grabbing onto and supporting the lower back. So you want to know that that's positioned correctly. So again, this is going to help support the lower back, help hold the hips in the position that they are meant to be in so that you alleviate some of that hip pain that comes with the bigger belly. And it's also going to help support the pelvis and the pelvic floor. And then you've got this guy, which is a separate strap that really just holds everything in place because, I probably wouldn't have this issue wearing it like I am right now without a pregnant belly. But if I had some more, girth here, you would worry about this kind of starting to slide down off of the slope of the belly. And so the way that you'll hold that in place is it's actually got Velcro patches and you will just attach the Velcro. This would go up over, so imagine I have a bump, right, for this to fit over. That would go up over the pregnant belly, just to kind of, it's a belly strap, basically, that's just going to hold it in place. So that this stays comfortably where it's supposed to be. And again, just kind of reinforces everything and offers a little bit more support. So that's how that works. So again, if you are someone who, if you've been pregnant before and you know that you experience round ligament pain, this is definitely something that you should think about investing in. If you are someone that, for whatever reason, you have a pre-existing condition, like I have scoliosis, as I said before, or just someone who you know have recovered from an injury in the past and you're prone to back pain anyway, definitely something that moving forward in your pregnancy, you should definitely think about. It makes such a world of difference. And, you know, again, I remember having conversations with my orthopedist, my physical therapist, you know, about kind of my pregnancy journey. And this was something that they recommended over and over again, was this type of support belt, both for during pregnancy and when I was postpartum. So yeah, so Kia Babies makes an amazing one. That is the 2-in-1 maternity support belt. If you have any questions about it, please drop those below. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep moving right along. We've got one more belt to talk about. And then we're actually gonna talk about some nursing pads. So let me get the next belt out. So that was the Nurture. This is just maternity support belt. So again, I'm going to be pulling this one out of the box for the first time. This little baby is small but mighty. So again, this is something that, even though I don't currently have a pregnant belly, I put these on all throughout the week. I'm kind of like the perfect guinea pig, even when I'm not pregnant, because I do have my pre-existing condition with my back. To kind of see if these really do help prevent backaches, help, you know, offer support, if they really do what they say they do, and they really do. And this one I have really enjoyed because it's just so low profile. It's soft, it's comfortable. I just love everything about this. It's not to be confused with the Nurture maternity support belt. So this is just maternity support belt. It is not a 2-in-1. It's just this guy. And basically what this is going to do is a lot of the same benefits as far as supporting the pregnant belly, kind of alleviating some of that extra weight from your baby bump. It's really just like a very soft, nice cradle for the baby bump. It is going to give a little extra support to your lower back. It is also, because it's kind of pulling the weight up off of your pelvis and your pelvic bone, it is going to also support, you know, pelvic comfort and pelvic floor health. It's basically like, think of it as just the sleeker, you know, more low profile sister of the 2-in-1. So maybe if you're someone that is not experiencing a ton of round ligament pain, really kind of bothersome, debilitating back pain or hip pain, you're someone that, you know, you haven't felt compelled to complain to your OBGYN about, hey, so like my back and my pelvis are really hurting, but you just want a little bit of extra support. You do feel like your belly is kind of heavy and you just like would like a little bit of support and help with that. This is a really great option. And I almost feel like, to be honest with you, and this is just speaking from my personal experience with my pregnancy, because I did have so much of the pain, I would even, when my belly was just starting to get big and I was starting to have those aches and pains in my second trimester, this would have been a really great option. And then when I was in my third trimester and I was like, really over it, my belly was really big and heavy and the round ligament pain was just almost constant. That's when like I think Nurture 2-in-1 belt would have come in handy. So to be honest with you, I probably would include both of these belts in my pregnancy journey. for that reason. So again, you've got this super soft premium mesh material. I'll show you up close. You can see that it's just, there's really nice cushy padding in here. This is just going to feel so nice and comfortable and supportive on your pregnant belly. So what you will do is super easy to apply this one. You'll know that this is on the outside because it's got the little Kia Babies tag. So you want that facing out where you can read Kia Babies. The Velcro part you should feel in your left hand. The non-Velcro part you should feel in your right hand. This will all be in your instruction manual that is included. You're gonna kind of find that sweet spot underneath your pregnant belly here, or kind of right on the navel if that's where you're really needing support. So right in the kind of middle of your abdomen there, whatever feels good to you. But you want this to hug the baby bump as much as possible. So you're going to find that spot for yourself. You're going to lay down the right side first and then the Velcro over it. And you're going to adjust the tightness to your level of comfort. And voila, with my little pretend, this is my food baby bump. So that's how that will go. And again, even though I don't actually have a heavy pregnant belly, this just feels so nice, right? I can feel it supporting my posture and my lower back a little bit. It's got that nice, a little bit of boning and structure here in the back and on the sides. So again, just very comfortable, very soft, very supportive. And I'll say it again, I think this is really great second trimester stuff. And then if you need to kind of upgrade to more of a heavy hitter that's really going to hold everything in place because you're experiencing, really bothersome discomfort, I would move on to the Nurture 2-in-1. So really great options all around. Love that these exist. I'm telling you, I just feel like my second foray into pregnancy, if and when that happens, it's going to go so much more smoothly in so many ways because I just know so much more this time around about what to expect, about how to take care of my body better. I now have been introduced to these wonderful products that I'm just so happy are on the market and so happy that now I have in my life. I'm really excited to be able to share them with all of you so that you know they exist and to bring them into your lives. So yeah, I could talk about them all night. If you have any questions about that one, please drop them in the chat. I'm going to drop in with you guys for just a sec and see how everything is going. And then we're going to talk about the Soothe nursing pads. And then we will get to our giveaway. Oh, Patrick asked a great question earlier. Will the belt interfere with baby wearing? And no. I'm glad Irene was able to jump in there. That's what's so great about these. Like all around, they're pretty low profile. I feel like they would actually make baby wearing more comfortable because that can also be really taxing on the back, the shoulders, because of the way you're kind of holding your lower back, your hips, all of that. So, all right, excellent questions, everybody. Okay, so let's talk about our Soothe nursing pads. So something else. Now, I did have my hands on nursing pads when I was in that phase of life with my daughter, but they weren't the Kia Babies ones. And again, big regret that I didn't have these specific ones. So let me just get these laid out here for you so that you can see them. The two color sets we have on discount tonight are this classic black. Hold on. I have some that are already open. Classic black. And I'm going to talk about the sizes here. Oh, I feel like because of that banner, you can't really see this. So I'll hold these up and talk about them. How about that? That's not awkward, right? The classic black and the Lavelle, which I cannot wait to show you because I'm obsessed. The Lavelle looks like this. These colors here, just so, so beautiful. Mauves, nice tans, beige, some silver, a classic white, just very soft, very feminine, very neutral. Because, you know, when you are postpartum and you are nursing a baby around the clock, you deserve to have aesthetically pleasing things. You deserve to have pretty things, soft things, things that just make you feel really feminine and pretty. So that's why I love that they kept that in mind when they were designing these. Something that's just basically going to go over your boob to help soothe that raw, cracked skin from nursing your sweet baby. But they thought to just make them really, really nice to look at. So I love the Lavelle set. Okay, so why I love the Soothe nursing pads. Okay, so when I was nursing my daughter, and boy, did I have a time with that. I did not have an easy time with breastfeeding at all. The initial kind of easing into breastfeeding and like learning how to do it well, and then getting my daughter to latch properly, early breastfeeding, one of the most painful experiences of my life. So I don't know if any of you can relate to that out there, but you know, we did have trouble getting my daughter to latch properly, which basically meant that the skin on my nipples was cracked. Sometimes it would blister. I had some bruising on one nipple, so for a while I could only feed her out of one boob. I did the nipple shields, all of that stuff. I desperately needed something like the Soothe. Now, the nipple pads that I used when I was nursing were the ones that have kind of the cooling gel on them, or I had the medicated ones that are nice, but they have that sort of like adhesive effect to them a little bit. They're not reusable, first of all. So they're the ones that you just kind of use until all the sticky is gone, or, you know, you've used up all the gel or the, you know, the medicated stuff that's on them. And then when they dry out, you have to peel them off, which is painful. And then, you know, throw them in the trash, and they're kind of messy and sticky and gross. I hated them. They would feel okay while they were on, but I didn't like the having to peel them off. That was really painful. A lot of them, whatever kind of the sticky stuff or the medicated stuff on them was, because I have sensitive skin, really irritated my skin. So I was like, already had irritated skin, and now I was like itching and getting hives and things like that. So, you know, for my sensitive skin girls, you know, those kind of adhesive gel nipple pads, probably not the way to go for you. And then I also had the thing of that residue would kind of be left behind. And, you know, babies cluster feeding, they, you know, basically just want to be latched on and sucking all of the time. I didn't want to it didn't feel like it was like safe or sanitary to have that stuff all over my nipples and then put that into my baby's mouth. So the Soothe, none of that. First of all, they're reusable, which I think is really amazing because it's sustainable for the environment, but also it's like you purchase a set of these and then you're done. Like you have a week supply. So you get 14 pads in each set, you know, so your 2 breasts for 7 days a week. You can use one set a day. They're going to last you an entire day because they are so absorbent. And then when you get to the end of the week, they actually come with a little laundry bag that I will show you in just a second. You toss them in there, wash them, machine wash on cold, tumble these dry on low, no fabric softener, nothing like that, and they're ready to use again. I love that they don't come with any of the sticky stuff or the gels and all that that's supposed to be cooling gel, which is kind of nice, but honestly, nothing is going to be as soothing as this super soft premium bamboo that these are made of. And I know that you can't feel it. I'm not even sure you can see it, but the weave, it is specifically designed to be ultra soft, to be ultra soothing. Now, if you've joined us before, you know I can go on bamboo spiel sometimes. I love soft textiles made from bamboo because bamboo fiber is extremely soft. Like think Egyptian cotton type feeling. It has this nice satiny kind of feel to it. Love how soft bamboo is. It's naturally antimicrobial, so it's actually a great choice for something like this. That's going to be coming in contact with your skin. And then, of course, your skin is coming in contact with baby's mouth. It's going to just keep everything nice and clean. It's also super durable. So these are going to hold up to multiple uses, multiple washes. These come with 4 layers. So just to let you know, like how absorbent these are, that's why you can get away with using just, a pad on each breast for an entire day. So, a pack of 7 is going to last you an entire week. The great thing about these is that kind of going back to, like, I know it's really tempting to find those ultra cooling or like aloe vera type nipple pads because you think that they have some like extra benefit or, kind of medicinal quality to them. Actually, the single best, most healing substance that you can apply to your nipples that's not going to cause extra skin irritation, but does have natural healing properties, is some of your own breast milk. So to actually kind of, I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but to actually kind of squirt a little bit of milk out or let a little bit of milk actually leak into one of these, kind of get trapped in these fibers, and then just have this nice, soft, kind of naturally cool padding to just hold that in place there, actually one of the single most healing things that you can do and use. So you really don't need all of those kind of gels and creams and that kind of thing. So this is really just kind of keeping it simple, and is really going to be all that you need. I do want to mention that the outside layer here is waterproof. So even if you soak this all the way through the 4 layers of bamboo that you have here, when it hits this outer layer, this outside is not going to get wet. It's moisture wicking, it's waterproof. So you're still not going to kind of leak through it and out into your shirt where people can see. Because maybe, you're back to work and you're pumping at work or something, and you're, wearing this around the office, and you want to know that you're good and protected, no embarrassing leaks. Not that you should ever be embarrassed about that, but, anything like that. So your clothes are going to stay nice and dry and protected. I absolutely love everything about these. They come in a few different sizes. And so I want to be really clear on this, though, what we have on discount for you tonight. So what I'm holding right here in the black is the extra large. And then we also have let me show you. The large, and I'll show you them all together so you can see the size comparison. And then there's a medium. So the way that I would think about this actually is you've got small, which is going to be your medium, which is your large, and large, which is your extra large. So I hope that's not super confusing, but that's how you want to think about your 3 sizes. And so then let me just show you the comparison there, if you can see that. So see, you've got your medium, your large, your extra large. So no matter what size you are, no matter what, shape you've got going on inside your bra, you are going to be able to find a great, nice, comfortable fit. So those are the 3 sizes we have in the classic black. And then in the Lavelle, we've just got the medium and large. And so that's going to look like this. So medium and large. So you guys know your bodies. I just want you to be aware if you're browsing the carousel below, make sure you're paying attention to the sizes and picking out what you think is going to work best for you. And I want to make sure you understand how the size works. Now, as always, this comes in a beautiful package. This little organza gift bag. If you wanted to give this as a gift, again, very thoughtful for an expecting or newly postpartum mom in your life. But even if you're just treating yourself, because again, it is new year, new you, we are treating ourselves, the way that we would others. We are pampering ourselves this year. You deserve some pretty packaging as well. I did want to point out two super convenient things that come with every set of these is a wet bag. So if you are out and about, you're on the go, and you need to change these out for any reason, you have a place to put your wet ones. So you would just change them out, throw them in here. This is a waterproof bag, and this can go, in your office bag, your shoulder bag, your purse, whatever, so that you can carry them back home and get them ready to wash. And it comes with its own laundry bag because, again, these are machine washable. So just at the end of the week or whenever you are needing a refresh, you would just toss them in here. So this is not something you have to go out and buy if you don't already have garment bags or laundry bags. Kia Babies has included one for you. This is what you will wash them in. Just machine wash them on cold, and then you can tumble them dry on low, or you can let them air dry, either way. So let me see if you have any questions about those. Yes, Elise, agree, wet bags are the best. It's so important, and it's just so nice when brands think about that kind of stuff. All right, so that concludes all of the products we have on offer for you tonight, 10% off. Don't forget to go ahead and do your shopping within 1 hour of the end of this live stream, which we're about to come up on, to take advantage of that 10% off. If you have any questions about anything, let us know. And Kia Babies team, I think we should go ahead and select our giveaway winner. Only 4 or 5 minutes over, which I feel like is pretty good. It's pretty good for me. And of course, don't forget, you still have time to like and share this video. What else? Make sure you're following us here on Amazon Live if you're not already. Yes. And as always, thank you so much for being here. And I do just want to remind you all that we are moving to Monday nights starting next week and moving forward. We're going to see what Monday nights think of us. So same time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9:30 Eastern. But we will, the night will be Monday. Drum roll. Who's taking home our postpartum support belts? Let me pull that back out so you can see what it looks like again. Elise, congratulations. So here's what you will be getting. This is the very pretty blush pink 3-in-1 postpartum support belt. All right. So Elise, you will send an email to ask@kiababies.com. So let me actually type that just so you can see it. Oops. Oh, it won't let me. It says that's sensitive information. Okay, so ask@kiababies.com. Just tell us that you are the giveaway winner this week and let us know your Amazon username, and we will get that shipped out to you as soon as possible. Congratulations. If you need me to repeat any of that or you have any questions, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. You are so welcome. Thank you for being here tonight, for hanging out, playing along. It was so great to have you. I do hope we will see you on Monday and every Monday forever after for the rest of your life. All right. So I'll give just a few more seconds just in case anybody is currently shopping. Yes, Elise. So just send your Amazon username and tell us that you won the postpartum support belt in the giveaway to that email address, ask@kiababies.com, and we'll take it from there. Okay. So happy shopping. If you guys saw something that piqued your interest tonight, either for yourself or for a friend or a family member, please take advantage of that 10% off that we are offering tonight. You have the next hour to do your shopping and finish up before that 10% off expires. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will say it one last time. I know you're so tired of hearing it, but don't forget to catch us on Mondays. I want to see you all back again on Monday, same time. So 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern time. And that's the way it will be forever after. Love that we got new followers tonight. Thank you so much for your support of this brand, for hanging out with me. This really is a highlight of my week. I love hanging out with other parent friends, and in COVID times, that's a lot more difficult. To kind of get together with our friends and see people, talk to grown-ups, because of course we love our kids and our babies, but they're not always the best conversationalists. So yeah, this is just really fun for me. I hope you also find value in it and that you enjoy it as well. And I hope to see you all on Monday. And moving forward after that, we will be showing up every Monday after that. So thank you so much, Kia Babies team, for all of your hard work, for bringing this all together and doing all the heavy lifting on the back end. If there's nothing else for me, I will just tell you all good night. I loved having you as always. Happy New Year. And I'll see you next week. All right. Good night, everybody.